Hi everyone, I can see that everything is working and that's great. The new episode of Peter's English podcast has been started. Welcome, I'm your host Peter. I'm the owner of my Peter's English podcast. My own Peter's English podcast is my own English podcast about learning English, writing, streaming and publishing my own English novel, Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary, and the main goal of my Peter's English podcast is practicing my appearance, my streaming skills, and my speaking skills in English. People who don't like me, don't care about me, is my business. But people who like me, please follow me and let's go with this new episode. It's been 1 week. It's been 5 days that I after my last live stream, I couldn't stream. I couldn't do something with my podcast because I couldn't. But here I am again. This episode is about the new chapter of season 2 of my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. And I want to read you my own chapter 4 of my season 2 about Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. This chapter, this story is created by myself. It's my own work and I'm going to read you right now and we can start. Okay, here is chapter 4, the 1000th anniversary of Lord Vladimír Országh. Viera Országh's diary. Vladko, wake up, you old goat. All men are foolish, but you're the worst of them. Who forgets their own birthday? Zofia was shouting at her husband Vladimir, still lying in bed. A chill ran down Lord Vladimir's spine as he remembered what day it was, but he pretended to snore even louder. Stop pretending, you dog. I know you're snoring on purpose. If you don't speak to me, in the next few minutes you'll be sleeping with the pigs in the sty. Zofia was furious. What is it? What's going on? Is our house on fire? Lord Vladimir yawned, half awake. Today is your birthday anniversary. 1000 years, you fool. Happy birthday, you rascal. We need to organize a grand celebration as befits the head of the family. We'll invite the entire family. Every television station on the planet will broadcast us live. Zofia began to drip aloud. Do we really have to? Lord Vladimir stammered, clearly nervous. Yes, we do. Get up and start organizing everything. It's not a bad idea. We should show our status, power and wealth. Let's get to work, Lord Vladimir finally agreed. At last you understand. I only want the best for you, my handsome husband. Zofia fluttered her eyelashes seductively at him. Peter, this is not how an email to our client should look. How many times do I have to explain that it needs to be formal? And stop staring at my cleavage, you creep. Viera was shouting at Peter in her office, the headquarters of her globally renowned women's magazine. You're doing this on purpose, Vierka. Do you really have to dress so provocatively? Peter began to grow jealous. Yes, I do, because I love it when you can't take your eyes off me, and even more when you get wildly jealous, Viera replied seductively. Suddenly she received a telepathic message from her great-grandfather, Lord Vladimir. Lord Vladimir, leader of the vampire family, cordially invites you to the celebration of his 1000th birthday. The event will be held at the castle. Vierka, darling, bring your boyfriend Peter and his parents. You are all warmly welcome. Viera turned pale with shock. She hated family gatherings. She didn't want to listen to boring nonsense and could already imagine the tiresome questions. When will you finally marry that mortal? When will you turn him into a proper vampire? When we finally get to play with grandchildren? Kitten, we're either going to be bored or celebrate my great-grandfather's birthday. Here's the invitation for your parents. Why are you staring at me like that, you fool? Do you think I enjoyed celebrating with my family? We have to go. There's no way around it. Vera said, clearly annoyed. Do we really have to go? Peter asked, completely shocked. No, we have an exception. One more silly question and I'll bite your throat right now, you dog. We're going. Go get ready, Viera commanded. Vierka, welcome home, my dear. Where is that hopeless boyfriend of yours, the mortal? Viera's mother, Eva, greeted her warmly. He's serving and obeying me to the letter. He has to, Viera replied, then turned and shouted at Peter. Peter, you dog, don't you dare drop a single suitcase or you'll be in serious trouble. You've tried him well. Men are only useful when they listen to us, right, sweetheart? Eva kissed her daughter on the cheek and winked at her husband Robert, who greeted Viera and immediately rushed to help Peter with her luggage. Welcome home, my dear. I'm glad to see you. Daddy, could you help me with my suitcases, please? Viera hugged her father and gave him a pleading look that could melt even the coldest heart. Typical mother. She's got the commanding tone down perfectly, Robert muttered under his breath. You're a fine example for our daughter. Mocking me like that. Eva snapped back. Robert and Peter carried Viera's suitcases to her chamber when suddenly Lord Vladimír Országh appeared out of nowhere to greet the guests. Where is Vierka, my great-granddaughter? I want to give her a hug. Late as always, you dog. Zofia, Vladimir's wife, materialized beside him. Peter was in shock, drenched in sweat. Viera's mother Eva and great-grandmother Zofia were eternally youthful and stunning. Vampire beauties whose scent and elegance left Peter breathless. He instantly realized where Viera had inherited her charm and allure. Good afternoon, Peter stammered, nervous and sweating. Welcome, young man. Still mortal, I see. No bite marks for Viera yet. I'll have to scold her personally. Such fine meat, what a waste to leave untouched. You should have been a vampire by now. No matter, we can fix that right away. Zofia and Eva began to drawl, using their beauty to seduce Peter. Suddenly, Viera stormed in, shouting, Hands off! That's my kitten. I'll taste him when I'm in the mood. Come, kitten, you'll be staying in my chamber with me. I'm the strongest vampire in the world. No one is allowed to steal my main course. Is that clear? She fiercely defending her boyfriend from the drooling vampire women. Sorry, Vierka, we got carried away. You've got a very handsome boyfriend, a proper male. Keep a close eye on him. Don't let him run off with someone else. The vampire women teased Viera. Viera grabbed Peter's hand and quickly pulled him away from their reach as their lustful gazes were practically undressing him. I'll leave you alone for a few moments and you're already flirting behind my back. That's going to cost you, kitten. Viera bared her sharp fangs. Peter began to stammer. It wasn't my fault. I fought as best I could, I swear. I know, my sweet kitten. I need to keep a closer eye on you. Every vampire woman envies me. They've never seen such delicious meat. You passed all the tests with top marks and a gold star. Here's your sweet reward from me. Viera said seductively and gave Peter a soft kiss on the lips. It was just a test? What a relief, Peter sighed, finally calming down. Yes, it was a test, but only for me. Those vampire women weren't pretending. They really would have devoured you, but don't worry, you're under my control, mine alone. And when I get the craving, not even a steak or holy water will save you. Viera began to drawl, barely restraining herself from drinking Peter dry, right then and there, but she didn't want to change anything just yet. Preparations were in full swing. The live cymbalom band rehearsed diligently, servants carried mountains on foot, and guests began to arrive one by one. Hello, son. Thank you for the lovely invitation. We've never been in such a beautiful place. Peter's parents greeted him warmly, though Peter was too stunned to reply. The castle was crawling with bloodthirsty vampire women ready to seduce him at any moment. Just as he was about to speak, Viera's mother called him aside. Viera needs your help. Go to her chamber. Peter was puzzled, but he obeyed. Viera, where are you? He called out to his girlfriend. Finally alone. Abandoned. Your girlfriend won't save you now. You're quite a specimen, aren't you? Viera could share you with us. Eva, Zofia, and 15 other stunning vampire women began to undress, preparing to overwhelm Peter's senses. Suddenly, Viera burst in, drew the vampires out of her chamber, locked the door, and shouted at Peter, See, you fool! I hate family gatherings. They nearly tasted your delicious blood. Now help me get dressed. Which dress do you like more, red or black? She fluttered her lashes seductively. You look incredibly in black. That black dress takes my breath away. Peter began to drool as Viera hypnotized him with her beauty. Help me with the zipper, and don't you dare peek, or I'll be a worse vampire than the ones before me, Viera warned playfully. Out of fear, Peter focused only on the dress, avoiding Viera's stunning features. She was deliberately trying to provoke him, but Peter passed the test. Finally, he gently slipped shoes onto her bare feet, and the celebration could begin. Vierka, your beauty takes my breath away, Peter complimented Viera as she slipped into the dress he had chosen. And you look absolutely delicious in that suit. Viera praised Peter, admiring his black formal attire. You smell amazing, Vierka, Peter added. I dressed like this just for you, so you wouldn't even think about those rivals of mine. Don't worry, you won't leave my sight. Just relax, kitten, Viera said seductively. But the biggest shock awaited them at the banquet table. Zofia approached and separated Viera from Peter with a firm announcement. Viera, as a member of the family, you'll sit with us. Peter, you'll sit here with the vampire ladies. Your parents are seated with the other guests. Peter began to pale with fear. Viera clearly disagreed with the arrangement but chose to remain silent. Once all the guests were seated, the cymbalom band began to play a solo dance piece for Lord Vladimir and his wife, Zofia. After the performance, Zofia publicly congratulated her husband. Happy birthday, Vladko, on your milestone celebration. The entire family joined in with their well wishes. After the congratulations, Lord Vladimir addressed his guests. Dear and honored guests, welcome to the celebration of my round birthday. I've haunted this world for 1,000 years. I've been thinking about our modern life, and I don't like it. We're returning to the Middle Ages, with all its flaws, but life will be better than it is now. We will completely shut ourselves off from the world, never to be seen again. Thank you for your heartfelt wishes. Enjoy yourselves while you can, because we won't be celebrating like this for much longer. His speech shocked the entire vampire clan. Lord Vladimir had always loved the medieval way of life and never accepted modernity. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Peter was fending off a swarm of beautiful young single vampire women as persistent as flies. "Hello, handsome. You're such a fine specimen. You look absolutely delicious. Come play with us in the park. Forget that poor girl Viera. We'll give you everything you desire and more. Just give us your blood and we'll grant you every wish." Dressed in elegant gowns, their beauty as scent overwhelmed Peter. He resisted their powers as best he could, but the vampires were clever and skilled. They hypnotized him and led him into the park. Viera was in absolute shock. Great-grandfather Vladimir must have lost his mind. "I should have taken the crown of our family long ago. Not him, that old fool trying to drag us back into the Middle Ages," she thought angrily. Breaking every medieval rule, she finally unleashed her power and drove all eyes to herself with a fiery speech. "Enough with the rules! Enough with the dark Middle Ages and its punishments! I remember every humiliation you put me through. Yes, I made a mistake and I regret it, but wearing a white robe and shaving my head bald? That's barbaric. I am the strongest vampire. I'm the most powerful dark demon. The entire dark realm stands behind me now. I'm taking the crown of queen of this family, whether anyone likes it or not. Enough with the masquerade. Where is my kitten, Peter? You gave him to the vampire women. I'm going to get him back, and if anything happens to him, you'll answer to me personally." Viera ended her speech furious and determined. "No one will take my dreams from me, whether you like it or not, my child." "Side her!" Lord Vladimir screamed at Viera. The guards moved in to capture her, but Viera grew furious. She transformed into a massive demon with enormous wings, razor-sharp fangs, and claws like blades. With a single touch, she destroyed every guard. Then she went to rescue her partner. She arrived just in time. 15 bloodthirsty vampire women were preparing to drink Peter's blood. In her demonic form, Viera drove them all away at once, scooped Peter into her arms and held him close. He was still hypnotized, but unharmed. No one had beaten him or spilled a drop of his blood. Viera's rage deepened. She carried Peter to safety, placing him with his parents, and prepared to lead a massive army to storm the castle and raze it to the ground. Lord Vladimir was ready to fight to the bitter end until Zofia suddenly opened the castle gates, handed Viera the crown of the vampire family, bowed before her, and declared her the new queen. Seeing his plans for a dark medieval revival collapse, Lord Vladimir accepted defeat. He resigned and acknowledged Viera as his rightful queen. Thankfully, no one was harmed. The entire family knelt before Viera, begging for mercy. She remembered her tears and despair. She couldn't bring herself to punish them. She accepted their apology. She embraced every member of her family, and together they forgave all past wrongs. Viera officially ended the Middle Ages, declaring it a time of darkness and cruelty. She led her family back into the modern world. And to the joy of everyone, she gave her partner Peter a passionate kiss, sweet as honey. The end. What do you think, people? Do you like it? You can write me if you like my novel Viera the Vampire Girl or not, but it doesn't matter because I like it, and that's all. And Bob's your uncle, because my podcast, my rules, and I don't care about you if you don't like my job. Oh, no, it's not my job. I was thinking my lifestyle and my hobby, because learning English is my hobby, as you can see. Now I want to end this live stream And I'm doing it right now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I want to end this live stream of my chapter 4 Viera the Vampire Girl Diary season 2. And what else in the end? I want to end it. Thank you for everything and bye bye.